It is a great honor and a privilege to introduce Sarah Geiger. We're here in your wonderful home in Hanov. And Sarah, you were in Ravensbrück.
We came from the ghetto, Lodz. It was the last ghetto, and we came to Ravensbrück. And when
how did you come from ghetto in Poland to Ravensbrück?
With the train.
Everybody went to this.
With the trains that was.
How did you know about Ravensbrück?
I didn't know nothing. I didn't know where we are going to. We didn't know. We didn't know.
Who took you?
I have been that story.
Okay, I don't want to hear. Who gave you the idea to go to Ravensbrück?
That was not my idea. I was sent to Ravensbrück by the German, by SS,
okay.
by SS, the German.
Okay.
And we came. I have been then 15, 16 years old with my only sister. She was 14 or 13, 14, and we came with a group of women from the ghetto. We didn't know in the ghetto. It was so closed that nobody knew that nothing about crematorium, about killing. We knew that we are suffering from hunger, we are suffering from machalot,
illness.
And we came. We didn't know we didn't know what is this. What does it mean? A concentration camp. We didn't know nothing about it because we were so closed. Nobody knew in ghetto what is going on.
Outside.
We didn't know.
The Germans took you on the train to Ravensbrück?
It was, of course, there in the ghetto. We were the last transport from the ghetto out to concentration camp. About how did we come to Ravensbrück? Because there was a group of workers that Bibov, it was a terrible killer, SS, Hans Bibov, he sold us to a private institution that they bought us. But there was a I didn't prepare it. There was a law that every group that is going to work in a special institution must go through a concentration camp.
Concentration camp.
A concentration camp, yes. So we thought that it's a station they'll make a selection at whom they are buying and at whom they don't want. So they'll stay in there. We were young girls and we were not wanted, but there was a special because I didn't prepare it.
Okay, that's okay.
You're doing amazing.
יכול להיות בעברית?
אבל אנגלית גם,
תגידי לי בעברית, מי היה שם?
אז כשאנחנו הגענו לרבנסברג, אנחנו הילדות או צעירות, חשבנו שזה בית משוגעים, כי ראינו את האנשים לבושים ככה.
כן. Miriam, you thought everybody was crazy.
Yeah, you came to Ravensbrück as a young child, as a young adult, and you saw the Ravensbrück concentration camp that you have never seen, and you thought that they were all crazy.
We saw the first people that we saw there were gypsy, Twanim.
Gypsy.
And we were sure there are mad people,
mad people, they're crazy.
And there was a woman who came to us that she said it in German, Kinder, halt doch weit von die Mesugaim.
Stay away from the crazies.
Yeah, stay away. And we were 5 years. We were closed. We didn't know nothing, and we were very, very secure. We wanted to know. We were very מאוד סקרנים.
You were
curious to see what
these people are doing.
Yeah. So we came there, and we were on a block. There was a terrible. She was from Ukraine, and she was a block eldeste.
She was the head of the block.
And she head of the block, and she was very, very cruel.
She was very cruel.
Very cruel. And but we didn't know that there is a crematorium. My friend, her mother-in-law, she came to Ravensbrück from Auschwitz. She knew at once what happened to her parents, and she was very, very sad girl.
She knew that her parents went into the crematorium.
Yes, she knew that she has no more parents and no sisters and no brothers. She knew it, and
you didn't know.
We didn't know. Even when we came after that, when we came to Sweden, they made pictures of us. So it was written about my sister in Swedish. Malinka väntar sa mamma. Malinka is waiting for her mother. We were sure that we will have the mother again. I'm so sorry. I can't express what we were feeling, because I'm reading English, but now it's a long time that I didn't.
That's okay. You are doing very well. Do you remember when they took you to Sweden?
Yeah, of course.
When?
25 April. We
1945.
We were
46.
25 April. They came the buses of Red Cross, and we went and we were free. We were free.
You were freed. So you were freed in 1945.
25 April.
in 45, right?
ב-45.
Okay, and you stayed in the Ravensbrück until 1946.
No. I came to. I was free from in Ravensbrück, not in Ravensbrück, 25 April. By the Red Cross.
By the Red Cross.
And they took to Sweden. They took to Sweden.
And
then you were taken to Sweden.
Yes.
The Red Cross took you to Sweden.
We came first to Denmark. Denmark was still German, and from Denmark we came to Sweden.
To Sweden.
Yes.
You came in 1945 to Sweden or 1946?
1945.
1945.
May 1945 we came to Sweden.
Yeah. What can you tell me about Ravensbrück?
The Ravensbrück. In Ravensbrück, we were after 5 years of hunger and suffering in ghetto, and Ravensbrück was for us. It wasn't terrible, but it was terrible because at the nights, the gypsy came to steal our bread, and so it was in anyhow good for us that we were a group very, very involved and very a group like a family,
You were friends.
We were all together, and the gypsies knew that, and so I must tell you, there was a boy. I don't know why he was a Hungarian. His name was Ivan. I don't know if that was his real name. He was a boy of 11, and he was a big sister. She was 14 or 15, and we wanted them to be with us in our group, because we were very a strong group, that the gypsy were afraid of us. And that was a time when we got from the Red Cross packages with chocolate and with
all kind of good food.
Also cigarettes, because I knew it that anyhow, this girl, they had
in Hebrew.
She told me that her mother told her not to be close to the Jewish people. Because they have papers from that they are American. They are American, and the boy wanted to be with us, but she didn't let him. When we got these packages from the Red Cross, I told them, if you will not be with us together, the gypsy will tell you. By night they will come, and they're coming.
Yeah.
And it was so, because when they came to us, we know well German. We spoke German, all of us, and they wanted to. And they know in English, in Hebrew, what we cried to the gypsy. I'll tell you in Germany.
Okay.
We told them, mach, dass du wegkommst und holst die einmal und zweimal.
Don't come to us, not once and not twice.
No.
Don't try.
You
Don't try to come
got
back.
from us once and two. And mach du verschwindet.
It just disappeared.
When we started to cry so at night, they were afraid and they went away. But the boy and the girl,
They took their food.
they took them. And I had a sister, she was really a very, it was called ein Wunderkind.
She was a wonder child.
The German even told, asked her, not her, ist das nicht ein deutsches Kind? If she is not a German girl, and I was very afraid because I knew what she'll answer. Ich answered, Annie, I am, ich bin eine Jüdin.
I'm
I'm a Jew.
I'm a Jew.
Yeah, I'm Jew. Yeah. So I was, of course, afraid. No.
Yeah. She was afraid that she would say, I'm a Jewish girl.
When we came to Sweden, they took a picture of Ivan, and they said he lost his sister on the way to Sweden.
Oh.
She was. I'm sorry. I
It's
don't
okay.
feel.
You do wonderful. You do wonderful.
What happened to the sister? Did she died?
אני לא שומעת.
אחותו שהיא נפטרה בדרך.
לא.
אחותו נפטרה בדרך.
She died along the way.
כן, בדרך, כן. היא לא נתנה לה. היא לא נתנה. והמלכה של הג'יפסי, של הזה, הייתה מאוזי. They had a very nice girl, and she was a gypsy, and she was their king, the queen. She was the queen. And she wanted very much to be a friend of my sister. So now my sister went to her and said, Mausi, you wanted me to be your friend. So please give a command that they'll give back what they stole from the children. So she said, but it doesn't exist anymore.
She told her, if you want to be my friend, you tell them to give back the food. But she said there is no more food. It was all eaten.
And Sarah, did you work in Siemens? Did you work in Siemens?
Siemens. My sister, she was very, she was a poet, a real poet.
Poet.
Yeah, and she was also a performer. Yes. So she was very beloved. Why? מה אני רציתי עכשיו?
על Siemens.
Siemens. So when we have been in Siemens, she asked me maybe that's the only place that we don't suffer. Because they were very
they gave you food.
Most of the meisters, they were
responsible people.
Italian, yeah. And when I remember that there once I was the biggest there, and I was very afraid that there was a sirena,
noise, a sirena?
כן.
כמו שיש לנו עכשיו, איך קוראים לזה? אזעקות.
אזעקות, כן. So
Like a
started,
siren.
Siemens, they started to sleep, and I was so afraid. But as I told them, that's אני בעברית לא רואה, זה סכנה.
It's dangerous, dangerous.
The German will see you
sleeping.
Yeah.
Then
They'll kill you.
Then came a German and said, oh, wie schön die Kinder schlafen.
They're sleeping so nicely.
Yeah, they look so nice when they sleep.
They don't like, I'm speaking about such things that they know my friends when they came together, and they said that I was all the time I was in a good humor, and they were not so. They said we suffered very.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something that I am telling her. I'll try to see, I'm sure that you will understand. אנחנו נשארנו בגטו 600 איש.
They left in the ghetto 600 Jews.
I don't know. I think that was because of my sister, that she was היא פעם אחת עשו בגטו, היה תיאטרון.
There was a theater.
כן, אז עשו לרונקובסקי, זה היה the älteste der Juden, אז עשו בשבילו שיר ביידיש. חיפשו ילדה שתגיד לו את השיר הזה.
They wrote a song for
performance, ואחותי אמרה את השיר הזה, אז הוא כמובן עלה על הבמה ונתן לה נשיקה, ואמר לי אמא שלי שהוא פותח עכשיו בשביל ילדות כאלה קולוניה, ושהוא מוכן לקבל אותנו.
He's opening a theater and he'll take her.
את האמא שלי לקחו, חשבנו לעבודה, אבל אתה כבר שמעת את זאת, כבר אמרתי לצאת, סיפרתי, וכבר במשפט אייכמן נודע לנו מה קרה עם הטרנספורט של האמא, שלקחו אותם על יד לודג', היה קרמטוריום הלמנו, ואפילו לא הגיעו להלמנו, כי עשו את זאת בתוך המשאיות.
And you heard this in the Eichmann trial?
איך?
In the Eichmann trial, this is what you heard in the Eichmann trial?
Yeah. She heard it in the Eichmann trial. They didn't take them far away, they took them to the buses and the buses were...
אני סיפרתי את זאת לרותי, את יכולה לראות משהו מעניין. בתוך 600 איש אלה, היו כמה שהיו מאוד מאוד מהגדולים, ואותם עשו קבוצה, והיו צריכים להיות גם אנשים פשוטים. איך אני אז, גם אחותי וגם אני היינו חולות בטיפוס. טיפוס, כן. וכבר קולוניה לקחו, ההורים לא היו לנו, אז שני רופאים, אז רופאה, אישה נהדרת, רותי, איפה זה של היית, אצל דוקטור אייגר? אז הייתה אחת שקראו לה דוקטור שלוטה אייגר, היא הייתה מנתחת גרוס גינקולוגי, ידועה בעולם.
She was a very famous doctor.
כן. למה אני מספרת את זאת? אז היא לקחה אותי, היא אמרה, תראי, אני לבד ואת לבד, אנחנו היינו ממש, אהבתי אותה, היא אהבה אותי מאוד מאוד. איך אני יודעת שגם זאתי הרופאה הזאתי, אייגר שלוטה, זה הבת שלה נתנה את זאת כזה.
Her name was Eiger Charlotta.
כן, כן, זאת היא, כן, אז...
Here.
And this is her
Eiger
picture.
Charlotta Katz.
כן, אז הרופאה הזאתי,
This doctor, wow. And you remember her? את זוכרת?
Yeah, they were very good friends.
You were very good friends.
את זוכרת אותה?
ודאי, אני מאוד הערכתי, היא הייתה כמו אימא בשבילי,
she was like your
אבל היא, אחותי, השאירו אותה בין ה-600 איש אלה, והיא אמרה שבלעדיי היא לא הולכת, אז נתנו גם רשות בשבילי, יותר לא נתנו רשות.
ולאן הלכתם?
לא, בגטו נשארנו במקום שהיה קודם בית חולים, אנחנו נשארנו שמה, והיו גם...
אחותך הייתה איתך גם?
איך?
אחותך נשארה?
אחותי, כן, וגם בת דודה שלי, שתי בנות דודה.
Your aunt and your sister, you all stayed together.
And because of this woman, the gynecologist, she took her, she liked her very much, so she took her sister and two of her cousins.
Yeah, so אז היא אמרה, אני אמרתי, אולי אפשר יהיה לסדר שגם היא תבוא, הדוקטור אייגר. אז היא אמרה לא, היא הולכת עם החולים שלה, והיא אומרת קברניט, זאת אומרת ראש של האונייה לא עוזב את הספינה גם כשהיא טובעת.
The doctor said that she's going with her patients. She said I don't leave my patients.
אז היא אמרה, מעניין שהיא אמרה, היא ארזה לי כזה מין תיק בשביל לקחת דברים. אז היא אומרת, למה את לוקחת דברים שלך? תקחי את שלי. פה יש לי משי אמיתי, יש לי כסף אמיתי, יש זהב אמיתי. תבואי לאיזה מקום, איזה כפר, תמכרי את זאת, יהיה לך מה אוכל לקנות. אז אמרתי, למה את לא לקחת את זאת? אז היא אומרת, לי יש את היד. הוא אומר, אותי הם צריכים, היא לא ידעה שגם אותם לוקחים קרמטוריום, אותי הם צריכים, אז אני לא פוחדת.
תודה מותק.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
Sarah, it was amazing. Thank you so much.
מצוינת.
אבל הכל, אנחנו מאמינים שהכל בשמיים.
You know, the things.
Let's put you in. Miriam, will you go together?
אני אומרת, הכל, everything is from Hashem.
From heaven.
אז גם זה.
She said that the gynecologist said, why don't you take my things? You'll have very real things, and you'll have their gold and money and everything. So she told her, why don't you take it? You'll need it too. So she said, I won't need it because I have my hands, I'm a gynecologist and they need me. So I'm giving you the money, so when you can sell the money and the gold, and you can have food.
And
But she eventually
took her.
She was up in smoke.
זו הוכחה שגם הגדולים, לא רק אנחנו הקטנים לא ידענו, שגם הגדולים בגטו לא ידעו מה שנעשה.
They didn't know, in the ghetto they didn't know what they really do with those people that they take out from the ghetto, and they kill them. So she didn't know. She said that to me they need, I'll be okay.
Sarah, thank you so much. תודה רבה. ממש תודה
I'm
רבה.
sorry.
No, you don't be
No,
sorry. You
we are
did
so
wonderful.
grateful.
And thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Very much.
I'm not waiting nothing from this.